So Over's flutter. He's just turned. That's Cardi. Cardi going in to join him. Is Keith Brown satisfied?
Get those heads back!
Wants the heads back off the tape. Peter Scudamore on
on.
her honor, and that's it. And they're away. And racing towards the first of the 8 flights. Kiverton Tycoon lost a little bit of ground at the start, and Shawiya is one of the first to show over on the far side with the sheepskin noseband. Beecham Grace is right up there too, and also Lotion and Cady now disputing it from Shawiya over on the far side. Then Beecham Grace just in behind them. Cady on the left of the picture as we see them. On the right of the picture is Shawiya. To the far left is Ide, who's very prominent too. In the center is Mahana, showing very good foot. In fact, Mahana's just about taken it up from Ide as they come to the second flight now. Mahana, one of the pipe team from Ide, over on the far side, Shawiya. Then on the near side, Ide, Lotion just in behind him. Then Clurican being followed by Judicial Field. And behind Judicial Field, also up with them is Dominant Serenade. Back marker at the moment is Indian Run, and Mahana is the leader. Mahana from Ide on the outside of Shawiya, and these three are heading Clurican, then Ide, then on the inside Major Bugler, Dominant Serenade towards the outer, and then Lotion, then Winterbourne Abbas. Behind Winterbourne Abbas is in the sheepskin noseband Eden's Close, and Indian Run still one of the back markers, and Her Honor is one from last too, and over that one Mahana led from Clurican and Shawiya. One who's made good progress towards the outside is Storm Dust. That was the 4th there. And still Mahana, the leader from Shawiya. Clurican up there on the outside with Storm Dust, and just in behind them Major Bugler over the 5th. Cardi is still prominent too. Indian Run jumped that last. Her Honor's beginning to make a little bit of progress now under Peter Scudamore. But her stable companion Mahana is the leader still from Shawiya. Storm Dust right up there towards the outside. 3 from home now. Cardi is still prominent towards the left of the picture. Mahana landed in the lead there from Shawiya. Clurican, Beecham Grace is prominent, and Major Bugler is making good progress on the inside under Adrian Maguire, and Shawiya has taken it up now under Charlie Swan. From Mahana in second, then comes Major Bugler, then Judicial Field on the outside of Clurican, and behind them comes Storm Dust. Just in behind Storm Dust is Cardi, then towards the outside is Ide. Winterbourne Abbas making progress on the inside, but going very well in the lead is this mare Shawiya under Charlie Swan. Shawiya the leader, Holy Wonder making good progress on the near side, Major Bugler next, then comes Judicial Field, coming down to the second last now, and Shawiya towards the right of the picture in the sheepskin noseband had a fractional advantage from Major Bugler coming there strongly, and Major Bugler now coming to tackle Shawiya, then Holy Wanderer, Judicial Field, and coming there on the near side is Storm Dust. It's Major Bugler has taken a fractional advantage from Shawiya. These two, there's little between them now as they take the long run towards the final flight. Major Bugler and Shawiya, and they're being followed by Lotion. Under pressure over on the far side, Her Honor coming down to the final flight now, and as they do so, it's Charlie Swan and Adrian Maguire, Major Bugler and Shawiya. Amazon Express is finishing strongly. They both went through it, and Amazon Express is making ground on both of them. And it's Shawiya on the far side now, with Amazon Express finishing fast towards the near side. Shawiya with the advantage from Amazon Express, moving into second, racing up towards the line. Shawiya's going to hold Amazon Express at the line. Shawiya wins it, Amazon Express in second. Major Bugler is third, and 4 Judicial Field. Oh, Shawiya has won the Triumph Hurdle under Charlie Swan, who now joins Peter Scudamore at the top of the Ritz Club Charity Trophy with 3 winners at the National Hunt Festival, and the result of the 1993 Daily Express Triumph Hurdle. First, number 28, Shawiya, owned by Miss G. Mayer, trained by Michael O'Brien in Ireland and ridden by Ireland's champion Charlie Swan. Second was number 2, Amazon Express, owned by Mrs. Jill Moss, trained by Reggie Kirst, and ridden by Simon McNeil, and third was number 18, Major Bugler, owned by Mr. Colin J. Buckle, trained by Toby Balding and ridden by Adrian Maguire. Fourth was Judicial Field, also for Ireland, trained by Dermot Weld. And this is the winner, Shawiya.
Yes, and her participation had been in doubt. She trod on a stone on Monday. Michael O'Brien flew her over this morning, and there you are, he's getting the results. Look here, as a whole pack of them come down the hill to the second last. Shawiya just fractionally in front there of Major Bugler, but look at the orange colours on the rail. This one's run very well. Lotion, Anne-Marie O'Brien, Trevor Horgan, that's run very, very well. And towards the outside, KD is just starting to struggle and go backwards. In the pink colours, grey sleeves, Dermot Weld's animal going exceptionally well. That was Judicial Field. But up front, as the picture changes, you can see these two are going to battle to the line. It's going to take a good one to come out of the pack. Her Honour has switched over to the right of the picture, Skew looking for some different ground, and she, having got to that position, doesn't go any nearer. But Charlie Swan, hands and heels at this stage. Major Bugler looked to danger, but then starts to labour, and it's the danger from behind that really is the one we've got to look at. See the last? Well, Major Bugler got close, dragged his hind legs through, lost a little bit of momentum there, and Charlie pulls his stick through now. Very stylish jockey indeed. Anthony Marmay White told me to try and talk about the whip, use of the whip. If jockeys hit them correctly, diagonally across the quarter, they don't have much argument with that. But here, Reg Acres, Amazon Express comes with a rattle, but up the hill you've got to travel very fast on this ground in order to make a deficit of 4 or 5 lengths up. No, the filly Shawiya, Michael O'Brien, has won on merit, and that's the third one for Charlie Swan. But we have heard there is a steward's inquiry, more of which we'll bring you in time. Let's have a look from another angle and see if we can pick up any reason for this. As they go to it, Bill, on the far side, Shawiya a long way away from Major Bugler there.
Yeah, I would think maybe Major Bugler's just come across. He's just coming over on the winner a little bit, and the winner in her own right is keeping quite straight. I think that probably was something to do with it.
But they've parted now. Charlie Swan, who'd got his stick in the correct hand, and then actually puts it through, because as he gave her a crack there, she starts to go away from the stick over to the tapes, and Charlie pulls his stick through to the other side to keep her straight, because the tapes end there, and it really does make a horse wander away. But now they start to go back together again. But I think it was that first incident they'll look at, and in my opinion, it certainly wasn't enough to make this one lose the race.
No, sure, if that was what it was, it wouldn't be any effect on the result at all, particularly as the one who got bumped was the winner, if it got called a bump at all.
And if you back Shawiya, 12 to 1 is the price your bet will be settled at. Charlie Swan, we're seeing him at his very best. Here's a close-up. Major Bugler, look, going through with his old hind legs first. That sort of mistake, it does lose momentum, and you don't know quite what it takes out of them. He didn't actually lose a lot of ground by it. Adrian Maguire really going for it. This is a horse we've seen right from its start, and Toby Balding thought he was going to be a Triumph Hurdle horse. He hasn't been very far wrong. Charlie Swan, his third winner of the meeting, and the Irishmen who were betting about the number of winners, well, they're on a good one here at 3 to 1 because the odds were quite healthy. Let's have a look at the starting prices.
First was number 28, Shawiya, 12 to 1. Second, number 2, Amazon Express, also 12 to 1. Third, number 18, Major Bugler, 16 to 1. And fourth, number 14, Judicial Field, 14 to 1. Remember, the stewards are looking into the running of this race. We'll give you details later.
Well, I don't think Shawiya's supporters need have too many anxious moments. This filly, who's made history, is led into the winner's circle. She's the first of her sex to win the Triumph Hurdle, which was initiated at Hurst Park back in 1939, last run at Hurst Park in 62, and first sponsored by the Daily Express in 1965. 3/4 of a length and 2 lengths, the margin, subject of course still to the steward's inquiry, and Charlie Swan on his third winner of the meeting. Michael O'Brien said after this filly had won at Punchestown on February the 21st, "I'm happy that she is the best of the Irish, the better the going at Cheltenham, the better she'll be. And he was obviously delighted with the grant when he arrived with her today. Charlie Swan, for the third time, the Irish champion, in the winner's circle here at this great festival. Shawiya is by Lashkari, out of Shawiya by Rilko. Very well bred and top rated for this race by Timeform, incidentally. Winner of 3 of her four races as she went into the race. She's now, of course, winner of 4 of 5. Subject, I should add, to the result of the Stewards' inquiry. And the only time she got beat was on her debut. We'll bring you news of the Stewards' inquiry. As I say, don't have too many anxious moments. You'll be back, Shawiya. Here are some